As a teenager, I started my first business at 11, my second business at 15. Shortly after that, I was making $100,000 a year. Got married. My wife and I, we have a baby. Later on, she tells me that baby really isn't mine. And the way I describe that pain is as if somebody took a red hot nail and fired it hot with a torch and just stuck it in my heart. I will never obviously forget that pain. Then in the time frame of all this, my grandfather and stepfather died of cancer. My uncle was killed in a plane crash. My $100,000 a year business lost it all because of all this crap. Then I get a phone call from my mother to let me know my father had just been shot point blank in his chest and drowned in his own blood. All this by the time I was 21 years of age, and that's just not even half of it. And then years later, I left a cult that I was in. I was born and raised in a cult, and when you leave this cult, they are programmed to treat you as if you're dead, which means they will shun you for life. So in 15 years since I've left, I've spoken to my mother only once, and other friends and family maybe once or never. So, do you think I got or have had some crap in my past that could affect me today? Yes or no? Can anybody relate? Maybe you don't have those kind of stories, you may have other stories, but I'm sure you can relate. That's a lot of stuff. So, when something goes wrong in my life, as I perceive it as wrong, if I'm not careful, I'll have a tendency, I'll catch myself singing this song. Story of my life. You know that song, The Story of... I have to stop it right away because the moment I say that little statement, the story of my life, be careful, because what I'm doing is I'm validating that I got a crappy life, or the story of my life is things always are bad for me and will continue that way. Does that make sense? So, if I catch myself doing it, I stop, or at least put a very big smile with it, knowing, okay, I caught myself. Here's another one. See if you can finish this sentence with me. And this is how you validate crap. If it ain't one thing, it's another. When it rains, it pours. How many of us ever say that when things are going phenomenal? We don't. We always say that when things are going bad. So now, if you say, if it ain't one thing, it's another, you've just validated that things are going to probably be worse, or they're pretty bad now. The moment something else happens after